I got to start the relationship with the car here like this, driving it exactly as it was intended. And the bullies make you stronger. They make you better. But the key is not to become one. It's not enough to just believe in what is right. You have to fight for it. Let the little fire, let the spark burn and stay with you. Because one day, well, what's up, people? Okay, so I told you with this trip with the Murcielago here in Germany that I was calling this my spirit quest. It's just kind of a thing. Relating to that, I just kind of wanted to make this trip an opportunity for me to think about what's going on in life, because YouTube is a crazy, weird thing to do with your life and get going, and it makes you think and try. But by nature of the algorithm, people watching, it also has a way to influence influencers. So maybe we should coin the term influenced rather than influencer, but I don't like that. So anyway, I'll get into the things I learned, but regarding the Lamborghini, I just feel amazing. For me, the car on the trip is so much more than a car. To me, it's not about it being some stupid possession. I really just wanted to share this with you guys because it's a way of enjoying art and life and a journey. And for me, it was the journey here through this part of Europe and these beautiful parts of Germany, which relate to where my last name came from, and family immigrated in the 1800s to the United States. So that was very cool, and it meant a lot, because the other thing about a Lamborghini is it's one of the last big bastions away of art. And here in Germany, about the only place I know of where it's not that there's no speed limits. That's the wrong way to look at it. It's unlimited. So in that sense, for those moments on the highway, you can be who you are, as long as you're not stupid, which is exactly what I like the most. So I've really enjoyed that. And in terms of the Lamborghini, you can pry it out of my cold dead hands. I'll wax philosophical about how great it is in a car in a future video. But I'm just really excited that I got to start the relationship with the car here like this, driving it exactly as it was intended, and firsthand getting to see for a number of days that you can rely on it at speed. So that's a pretty magical thing for a car guy or car girl. So the spirit quest type thing. Well, anyway, I've got about an hour here, and I'm just kind of hanging out in this beautiful woods, kind of in a park area, and these beautiful historic buildings here. And before I meet up with Alex, and his father's got a Countach, so we're going to go out in the countryside to a brewery, which will be fun. And it does seem that in Germany there's no water, only beer and coffee. I don't know where they got the coffee, but anyway. So a few things I've learned or thought, and frankly, my so-called spirit quest in that sense might have been finished when I was on the plane ride on the way here. And it kind of comes down to this. My own life, I would say over the last 10 years, has been especially difficult because I got the idea to build an educational program called Genius Garage years ago. And it was something I believed in and I fought very hard for, to my own personal detriment. But it meant a lot, and it mattered for a lot of young people. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about the negative things about the world and how things work out there, of which I've lamented on in other videos. And there are other difficult things in life, which respectfully you all don't need to know, but a lot of other battles, caring for loved ones in the ending years of their life, that was difficult. Watching the things you worked for go away while you try to take care of others, whether that's students or other people, etc. And just difficulties. And in that time, I fought and I fought and I fought and I fought for what I believed in, and values relating to Genius Garage and other things. And that was hard. But in the last year especially, a couple of years, good things have started to happen. And dreams have started to come true. And the thing about that is, sure, if someone just had a lot of money, they could make some of their small dreams come true, the superficial ones. But the thing that I've come to think or believe relating to the last few years and dreams coming true is that if you want your dreams to come true, well, first of all, you have to never forget them. And secondly, you have to let the little fire, let the spark burn and stay with you. Because one day, maybe, the universe will present you an opportunity. But you have to be smart enough to see it and to know if it's possible for you, as well as strong enough and determined enough to take your shot, whatever that may be. Even here with the Lamborghini and coming to Germany, this has been a dream. And in a matter of speaking, before I came, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go. I got to work. Like, this is difficult. Like, what if it's no fun? What if Alex is no fun? What if it's a disaster? What, am I crazy? But I forwarded ahead and had the best driving days of my life and some of the most fun and best days of my life, and truly memorable. And that was how it's been with all of the dreams that have happened. So I guess where I'm going is, I feel like the universe has been very nice to me in the last year or two. And after the last 10 years or more of seemingly getting kicked in the balls by the universe on a daily basis, it's nice. But first of all, I'm not religious, but I'm quite philosophical. If the so-called universe was being nice to me, or at least letting me have a break, you'd ask why. It at least feels for me that, or at least maybe the reason why I feel good that good things have happened, is that I fought for what I thought was right for a long time. It's not enough to just believe in what is right. You have to fight for it. You have to stand up for it. You have to push. You have to make the world, future, and other people's lives better. And that's what I've been working to do. And you know, now that things are getting a bit better, because life has been a struggle over the last 10 years, I think to myself, I have every car I want. I have all the things I wanted. What do I do now? And you know, there's dreams of mine that I'd love to do, if possible. I'd like to race Indy cars and go race open wheel. But truthfully, it's a wealthy person's game, and I'm not a wealthy person. So I don't know if that's possible for me to do, because it's not set up to make it possible for people. So there's things like that I don't know if I can do, but the dream's going to stay there in case maybe one day, if the opportunity presents itself, I can take my shot. But where I'm going with it is, that's not it. I guess it really just comes down to what I've been trying to do with Genius Garage and helping young people. I thought in some ways of throttling back from time to time, but I think it matters. And I just want to keep throttling forward and helping others, even if it's not appreciated, even if the world pushes back, even if dumbass trolls say nasty things. Well, that's why we fight to make the world better. So, nice things have happened, and I don't know if there's any cause and effect, and maybe it's just wishful thinking from a silly person, but I think I just need to keep fighting and trying to make things better, because that at least feels good. You know, a long time ago, I always wanted to race cars professionally, and my goal is to be a CEO of a large company. But the funny thing is, virtually every CEO I've ever met is a selfish, manipulative, smooth-talking, charming person. And those first two things don't work for me. Virtually everyone, I say. And you know the funny thing is, race car drivers too, you know, the reason why I don't have really any other race car drivers helping at Genius Garage is they're mostly just all selfish people. I'll be honest. And I really don't want to expose students to that. I just wanted to help them with a project in teamwork and engineering and help them get jobs. So maybe it's okay if those dreams of mine don't happen, because I don't think I want to be that kind of person. So this is my In the Fields Casey Putsch Spirit Quest. I still have more fun. We're going to a brewery in the countryside with his dad's Countach. I don't know if he's driving the car too, but the Orange Murcielago is awesome. And I hope that you guys have watched this series have figured out that cars like that are cars. They're not a trinket to make you look good. They're not something to cruise around Miami. They're not something to rev at a Cars and Coffee like an idiot when it's cold because you're too stupid to know what a car engine is. Look like a jackwagon. It's a car. It's a cool piece of art to go drive, blast around amazing roads, and make memories with friends and appreciate it for what it is. And that's what I got to do here, and probably the best place on earth to do it. And a country and a culture that I really like. So I don't know. It's interesting. If I turn around here in the woods, this all feels like home where I grew up. It's not much different, but the architecture is cool and old, and people are neat. So I don't know, maybe it feels like a second home. There's definitely a few times on the journey where I didn't feel like I was somewhere different. Actually I'll say, wait, where am I? As it just felt like home. In the Murcielago too. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the series, but that's my Spirit Quest. Whether it's small or big, I just need to keep going, and I think helping out young people, being honest. Oh, and as a parting note, for any really young people that are dealing with bullying, I'm going to tell you my wisdom on that right now. Bullies, in the modern day and age, cultures don't like them. We hate them. We try to push them away. We make schools so you can't have any. But what happens is if you don't have any physical bullies, they just go somewhere else. And I, of course, was bullied, like so many people in the world, when I was young. And it's funny because when I was a freshman in high school, in my third period German language class, bullied enough that I got knocked the out. Yeah, in the middle of class by a senior held back boxer, I think. I don't know. Either way, a troglodyte. I didn't even know who he was. Yet he's blasting me in the middle of German class. But here's the wisdom. And the reason I tell you that, well, in high school, I remember getting made fun of relentlessly because I wore red racing shoes every day. A lot of nasty things were said all day long. But I loved them, and I loved who I was with that and what I believed in. And so, years later, you suffer through that, and the bullies make you stronger. They make you better. But the key is not to become one. And it's funny because here I am in Germany using what little knowledge I still retain from that time, and thank you, Mrs. Swadener, if you're still around, wearing red driving shoes here, blasting through Germany for multiple days with new friends, doing close to 200 miles an hour in my Lamborghini, and going to beautiful places. I don't say that to rub it in the bullies' faces. I say it because I hope those bullies did something with their lives also. And also, for any young people out there who are getting your ass kicked in one way or another by bullies, hang in there. You'll become stronger, better. Just don't become one of them. And maybe I'll get to watch your dreams come true. So guys, that's all I got here in Germany. I think I'm going to go for a drive. Maybe have some coffee before I drink the natural water source of Germany, which is beer, later today, when the driving is over. All right, guys, I hope you subscribe if you like, and I'll see you next time.